Namaste, Namaskar, Pranam. Our reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and before that, the Gita Dhyana. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Puranamunina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitaamritavarshiniम् Bhagavatiम् Ashtadashaധ്യായിനിम् Amba Tvam Anusandadhami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim. Om, O Bhagavad Gita, with which Lord Narayana himself gave enlightenment to Partha, to Arjuna, which was included in the Mahabharata by that ancient sage Vyasa. O showerer of the nectar of Advaita, the nectar of knowledge of Advaita, non-dualism. O Bhagavati, O blessed mother, you comprising of 18 chapters. I meditate upon thee, O beloved mother, O affectionate mother, who is the destroyer of rebirth. Why it is called, why Mother Bhagavad Gita is referred to as destroyer of rebirth? Because at the end of going through the 18 chapters of the Bhagavad Gita, the reader, the listener, is supposed to get enlightenment like Arjuna. And once you get that enlightenment, you are out of that cycle of birth and death and birth and death and birth and death. So no more rebirth. You are liberated. And now, of course, salutations to the Lord Sri Krishna. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devakim Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. O Lord, the son of Vasudeva, slayer of the demons like Kansa and Chanu, the heartthrob, the ultimate delight to Mother Devaki, O Lord Krishna, O Jagadguru, O Supreme Teacher of the universe, my salutations to you. So that was Gita Dhyanam and Krishna Vandana. And now our reading of the 7th Shloka of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the first chapter, Arjuna Vishad Yoga. Asmakam tu vishishtaye tanyibodhadvijottama nayaka mama sainyasya sandanyartham tan bravimite. Again, Duryodhana talking to Dronacharya. In the preceding 3 shlok, Duryodhana has narrated about the great warriors on Pandava side. The Pandava themselves, then Drupad, then Virat, all those names he just rattled off. And the names belonging to 3 generations. The elder generation like Drupad and Virat, and then the generation equal to him, equal to his age, the Pandavas, and the other names like Drishtaketu, Chekitan, and all that. And then the youngsters, the kids, Abhimanyu, the son of Subhadra, and the 5 sons of Draupadi. So, the Pandava army comprising of the stalwarts, of the Maharathis, experts in the art of chariot war, belonging to 3 generations. Duryodhan has narrated to Dronacharya. Now he comes and tells him, Asmakam tu vishishtaye, on our side also. There are some distinguished, which asmakam is ours, tu is also, vishishtaha is distinguished. Ye, who, tan, those, nibodha, no. Oh, Dvijottama. Dvijottama is a term he has used for Dronacharya. Duryodhana has used for Dronacharya, indicating the best among the twice born. Now, these three castes, among the four castes in Hindu tradition, these three castes, the Brahmins, Kshatriyas and Vaishyas, they are termed as Dvija, the twice born. Why? Because one is the physical birth, that is the first birth, and second birth is on getting the spiritual knowledge. Now these three castes, the Brahmins, Kshatriya and Vaishya, they are supposed to get the good education from the Guru after their the ceremony of Upanayana, after that thread ceremony, and then they are supposed to get the second birth. That is supposed to be their second birth after getting the spiritual teaching from the Guru. Now, the ancient scriptures also say that even the fourth caste, the Shudra, if a child shows qualities of brilliance and, a tendency to learn, even such low caste can also be elevated to the caste of Dvija, to the category of twice born, by undergoing education with a good Guru. So he is referring to Dronacharya as best among these twice born, having the great knowledge, having progressed on the path of spirituality. So he is telling him now, don't worry, on our side also there are quite a lot of distinguished chiefs, as if Dronacharya wants this kind of consolation. On the contrary, it is Duryodhana who needs some kind of support, some kind of mental, emotional support. But in his egotistic way, in his arrogance, Duryodhana is now saying, Nayaka mama sainya, my army, the chiefs of my army. Sandnyartham tan bravimite. Sandnyartham is for information. You look at the arrogance. Oh, Dvijottama, oh, best among the twice born, we also have some distinguished people on our side. Now, for your information, Tan bravimite, I am telling you the names of the chiefs, the leaders of my army. Look at this, my army. So that is the delusion that Duryodhana is under. And Swami Chidbhavananda ji comments upon this particular shloka as, Duryodhana censures his master, his teacher, in a subtle and concealed manner. His reprimand comes to this: however capable you may be in teaching the science of warfare, you are after all a Brahmin. So he has addressed him as Dvijottama, but not wholeheartedly. There is some kind of, ill feeling attached to uttering that word Dvijottama. He wants to tell him, all said and done, you are a Brahmin. Fighting is not your fort. Fighting is not your fort. You are a Brahmin. You can teach princes how to fight. You can teach us the skills of warfare. You can teach us archery. You can teach us the warfare with the mace and other, arms. But you are a Brahmin. Given to peaceful life and a bit timid too by nature. So, as if he wants to pacify Dronacharya being a Brahmin. They are not supposed to fight actually. Kshatriyas are the warriors. So Duryodhana is telling him that as if, okay, don't worry, although you are a Brahmin, but Duryodhana doesn't know the great fighting caliber of Drona. Of course, he has studied under him, so he wants to say, you might have been a good teacher, but warfare is not your foray, not your fort. Hmm. It is too much to expect of you to be courageous in this war with the Pandavas. That is what Duryodhana wants to hint. Still, don't be afraid. We too have mighty warriors on our side. And now I am going to tell you the names of the chiefs, the leaders of my army. So that is how egotism and arrogance works. It's not a kind of intelligent statement. No, it is an emotional outburst kind of that. Duryodhana is now actually really he's shaken. Although their army is huge in number, Pandavas are small in number compared to Kauravas, but he is shaken to see how well they have arrayed in front of them. And what is the extent of their expertise from the elder generation, present generation, to these kids, youngsters? They are all experts. So now he tells Dronacharya, don't worry, we also have the experts, we also have the distinguished warriors in our side, in my side, in my army. I am going to tell you their names. That is just for your information. Okay, that also Duryodhana, like a fool, he specifies it. It is just for your information. Brahmimite. So that is Duryodhana. No one can help. Well, only he can help himself. And maybe if Lord Krishna can shower his mercy at his end time. Otherwise, Duryodhana will remain Duryodhana. So with that, we have read the seventh shloka of the first adhyaya of Arjuna Vishad Yoga. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shri Krishna Arpanamastu. Jai Ramakrishna. Jai Thakur. Jai Ma. Jai Swamiji.